At Jay's Auto Repair in Detroit, they rely on imports of foreign-made parts, which is why owner Jay Saleta expressed cautious optimism on Friday about the Supreme Court's ruling, striking down many of President Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs on imports.
I feel like the prices are going to flip now. The Chinese parts are going to go cheaper.
It's an optimism shared by the owners of Blackbird Brewery in Wake Forest, North Carolina. They say about half their ingredients come from overseas, and they've had to eat the extra cost of the tariffs.
The price is already up. So I don't think my rosés from Germany are going to suddenly be $2 less next year.
But supporters of President Trump's sweeping tariffs warn of major consequences if they go away. In Rome, Georgia, the owner of Koslof Steel hosted President Trump on Thursday, calling these tariffs a game changer that's allowed them to compete against foreign imports. But despite the ruling, economic experts say tariffs aren't going away completely, as some tariffs are not affected by this ruling.
Are effective immediately.
On Friday, the president vowed to impose a new 10% global tariff on imports using another legal mechanism.
The president has any number of other ways that he can continue to try and push for tariffs and impact, levies.
But analysts say that there are limits on how large those new tariffs can be and how long they could last.
They're not going to be able to immediately reconstruct the scope of tariffs that were in place before.
And then there's the question of the tens of billions of dollars in tariffs already collected by the U.S. The Supreme Court did not weigh in on whether that money must be returned.
Wouldn't you think they would have put one sentence in there saying that keep the money or don't keep the money, right? I guess it has to get litigated for the next 2 years.
But even if there are refunds eventually, our experts say that it's unclear whether those payments will make it back to consumers.
Even if refunds are ultimately issued, they're not going to be issued to consumers. They're going to be issued to firms. And then you're depending on firms ultimately passing those back to the consumer.
And many large companies have already filed lawsuits against the Trump administration demanding refunds. Costco became the largest company to do so late last year. In Washington, I'm Koslof, Spectrum News.